welcome back to Clean with Kate. I'm still working my way through my weekly home blessing. So far, I've done the mail and the bins, I've dusted and polished, I've cleaned glass, I've vacuumed the hard floors. I haven't vacuumed the carpets yet, but the next thing I'm going to do is mop the hard floors because I want them to have plenty of time to dry before anybody walks on them. So I've got my timer, I'm going to set that for 10 minutes. I've got a bottle of water. I'm going into my messy utility room and I'm going to get my mop bucket. I've filled it with hot soapy water, and this time I'm trying a different flash that I bought last week. I've got flash bicarb of soda, so that one smells really nice and fresh, so I'm going to see how I get on with this one. I think I maybe used this one last week, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the dogs are up now, so I'm just going to hope that they don't walk in all the wet. Anyway, let's start in the kitchen. I'm going to need to move the dog beds out of the way, and I'm going to need to put my desks in. Sorry, not my desk, my chairs in. I've got quite a lot of stuff out. I've been doing a little bit of work. So let me just pop my chairs in. These laptops need to be on charge. Where's the charging cable gone? Which one is it? Sorry about this. I don't know if I've set the timer yet. Better go back and check. Just need to put these on charge. There, right. What have I done with the timer? I haven't set the timer yet. Oh my goodness, talk about sidetracked. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes to keep me on task. I'm going to attach it to my belt. It's so easy to get sidetracked. Right, so I need my mop. This is a very messy utility room. I don't like this room. I do need to spend a little bit of time on that room because it just doesn't spark joy in me at all at the moment. Right, okay, I'm going to move these dog beds out of the way so I don't get them wet. Just pop them in there. I must remember to put them back where they belong this evening. I'm probably going to do a bit of mopping in my office floor as well because it's quite mucky from the dogs. Even though I didn't actually vacuum in there, I don't think, today. But I'm not going to be perfectionist about it. Normally I would like to vacuum before I mop. But today I'm just going to mop. I've vacuumed the rest of it. The only room I didn't actually vacuum, I think I didn't have time to vacuum, is my office floor. So let's squeeze the worst of the water out. This does smell lovely and fresh. And pop that chair in. And I'm just going to start in the pantry. So I hope I don't make you dizzy. I'm just going to have a quick mop in here. Hope you find this motivating. You might like to clean along with me, or you might like to just watch. Mopping is one of the tasks that I don't actually mind because it's a quiet task. The vacuuming is so noisy, but this is a nice quiet task. If you've got the time to do it, it's quite relaxing. So here we go. Might need to get some fresh water on. This floor isn't too bad as I think I mopped it on Friday. I do a mini home blessing on a Friday that I call my Freshen Up Friday. And I think if my memory serves me right, I did actually do it on Friday. But the weeks are also similar at the moment. Sometimes it's difficult to remember which week I did it. Anyway, I'll make a video when I'm doing my next Freshen Up Friday so I can show you what I do. I just do 3 tasks to get ready for the weekend. The 3 tasks that I feel that week will give me the most benefit and let me go into the weekend feeling calm and in control. This week they were slightly different than usual because my daughter was coming to stay. So they did actually involve, and the hairdresser had been, so they did involve getting guest bedrooms and bathrooms ready, which wouldn't normally be part of my Freshen Up Friday. But usually I vacuum high traffic areas and I mop the high traffic areas. I don't take more than 10 minutes on each task. There's quite a lot of drips on here. Somebody's dripped coffee, I think. I might need to get a scrubby cloth on that. But anyway, I'm hyper focusing here on the stains. But for today, this is just a very quick mop. There's quite a lot of stains on this old floor. This floor was never sealed, and it's not. So it means it's quite porous and does absorb dirt rather than the dirt doesn't sit on the surface. The dirt actually absorbs into the floor. So it is quite a challenge to look after. Oh, I need to fill up the dog water bowl. And actually, I do need to have a go at this lime scale. My husband actually mentioned it the other day. unless I needed to have a go at it. But he didn't actually think that it might be nice to have a go himself. But he said, oh, Kate, seeing as you're getting so good at dealing with limescale, why don't you have a go at this? Anyway, that's a task for another day. I just need to focus today. Stay focused on cleaning the floor. Cleaning the floor so it smells nice, so it's clean, so that if I walk on it in white socks, it's not going to leave a horrible black mark on the underside of my socks. Anyway, here we go. Oh, this is a good workout on a day like this. It's so warm. Oh, next I'm going into the pantry. Oh, I shouldn't have walked on the wet floor. Somebody pointed out to me last week that I was walking on the bits I'd already mopped. That doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, I'm just going to mop the high traffic areas. When I'm in this zone, I will try and do a more detailed mop into the corners, but for today, this is just a speed mop to get the worst of the mess up. There we are. Wash my mop again. The shoes that I'm wearing are actually my house shoes, so they're not actually dirty. So that actually the fact that I'm walking on these wet areas isn't actually really an issue. So let's go in, have a bit of a quick mop around. But I take the point, it's if I was doing this perfectly, I would mop from one side of the room to the other. I don't think I ever do housework perfectly. And housework, as FlyLady says, housework done imperfectly still blesses your family. So this is me mopping imperfectly. But you know what? I'm doing it. It's getting done. I'm not having to pay somebody else to do it. It's just getting done. And sometimes good enough is good enough. And this is good enough for me. This is good enough for today. This is about all I can do today. I've got a really busy day today. I'm work from home and I'm trying to work around doing my housework. So I just have to do my best and not beat myself up because it's not perfect. It's good enough. It's better than it was before. That's the way I look at it. If it's better than it was before I started, then that's progress. Oh no, that's bad timing. Of all the times for the dog to decide it wants to come through and go in its bed, it's now when I'm mopping the floors. Right, okay. I'm going to move the mop bucket. This is a really heavy mop bucket. I bought it last year. I think it may have been on a vintage fair or it could have been an eBay buy because my plastic mop bucket broke. And actually I much prefer this one. Those plastic, it is heavy though, that's the only downside. But it's far more robust. Those plastic ones just do not last in my experience. They used to. The FlyLady super mop buckets used to be fantastic. But I seem to have got through quite a lot of mop buckets recently. So I'm... Right, let's just shut that door there. I don't think I'm going in there today. That needs a bit more than just a quick once over. So I'm just going to do this bit. So I've only got 10 minutes. I don't want to hyper focus and end up trying to deep clean my messy utility room, which is where dog stuff gets put. Right. Oh, I probably do need to do a dog wash this week. Wash the dog beds. That is one of my regular things. We have a lot of dog beds and lots of dogs and dogs who visit. So it's always dog laundry. What's been really nice the last couple of weeks, when the weather was wet earlier in the month, we were constantly having to wash dog towels as well because the dogs were coming back from their walks covered in mud and wet and they were dragging it into the house. The last week the weather has been fantastic and the dogs are not bringing nearly as much muck in, which is lovely. The floors are staying cleaner. I'm not having to do as much laundry. So it's really, really been nice having some proper summer weather now in the UK in the last week. Up till then, it's been a really wet spring and summer. But now we have some decent weather. Right, I'm nearly done. I wonder how long I've got left on my timer. I'm just going to move this to here so I can... Right. Okay, oh, I've made a cup of tea, but it's on the Arga. So I need to go and get that. It's staying warm on the Arga. It's my reward for when I finish. Oh, there's some really big cobwebs and dog hair down there. Let's get it off the mop. I'm really liking how much tidier my entrance looks without the mud mats down. I think I might keep them up if the weather stays good. Before, when the weather was wet, they were needed. But when the weather's like this, they're not needed as much. The entrance mat is probably enough. I do need to treat myself to a new entrance mat for outside because it's so scruffy. I think it's been there for about 10 years. I think it's about time for something new. Maybe when we're in zone 1, it'll be one of my zone 1 tasks to buy a new entrance mat. Come on, Ted, out the way. I need to mop in there. Move yourself. He's run off. Sorry, Ted. Is that a bit rough of me? I think it's because I'm getting tired. Okay. Oh. There's only one task now left for me to do, and that is vacuuming the carpets. And we don't have many carpets, so it doesn't usually take too long. We have a carpet in the lounge, and we have a carpet in one of the bedrooms upstairs, and we have a couple of rugs. But that's quite a quick job. Golly, I think I've finished. Do you know, I wonder if I didn't actually set the timer. No, it's about to go off. I'm just going to give the stairs a quick mop, just to get the dust off, since I've got 9 seconds to spare. Oh, I suppose I could have gone and mopped the downstairs loo. Oh well. Let's finish the stairs since I've started them. Last week I did the downstairs loo. Okay, right, good. There's my timer going. Isn't it amazing what you can accomplish in 10 minutes if you just focus on one task rather than getting distracted and ending up not achieving anything? So this really helps me stay focused, doing this weekly home blessing and also using this timer. So I'm just going to cancel the timer. It's got another 10 minutes now set of me doing my, actually I'll put it back on my belt so I can find it. I have ordered myself some new timers, you'll be glad to hear, so I don't spend so long looking for them. Right, all that's left now to do is to get rid of the dirty water and drink my cup of tea. Whoops. And I'm just going to leave that there for a minute while I say bye-bye. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Hope you're finding my videos inspiring. Really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, any feedback, any tips, any mopping tips would be greatly appreciated. And if you're enjoying the videos, please hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.